Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thanks for watching. Today's video is a 2015 Toyota Sienna rear sliding door. We've got about a 5-inch crease on the bottom line, on the body line of the lower section of the door. We're going to use the Kiko lateral tension puller to get this dent started. We're going to remove a large portion of this dent quickly. It's a very efficient method of removing damage and getting repairs started. Take a look at the video. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Okay, so as you can see right out the rip, right here you have that dent on the body line of this Toyota Sienna. I mean, you got the lower edge here where the seam is. Obviously, you can't get access to this area of the damage, so what you have to use is a different method, which we're going to show you in the video. What we're going to do is apply the lateral tension here, here, and let's just get started and kind of show you what it looks like. You can see it's not the worst dent in the world. It's not a complicated dent. But what makes this repair challenging is the fact that it's high-strength steel. And if you work on high-strength steel, you know what I'm talking about. It's not fun. It's not easy. Applying the denatured alcohol to prep the panel so the glue adheres to the panel easily. And then I always use a torch to remove any moisture. That helps promote adhesion as well. So here's a little tabs I was telling you about. They're about 2, maybe 3 inches. Looks like 2 inches. And I'm just removing the moisture on those as well so it adheres to the glue, have nice cohesion. Using tab weld to get this to adhere to the panel. And we're going to put it just slightly outside of the dent. This is something you want to practice and just try. So here's the dent, and you can see right here in this radius the dent is low here, so I'm putting it just outside the low, but not too much. I still want it in the low of the dent, but I kind of want it like 50-50 between the flat and the low. I'm just testing this out. I haven't really used this method very often, so I'm still learning it, but I'm just testing it out to see how it goes. 50-50 between the flat part of the panel and then the low spot of the dent is how I applied it. Then we're going to go ahead and apply the second portion of this tool. Tab weld, I'm using the M18 battery. Lasts quite a while. Okay, so the first thing you do is you're going to attach it to the tab here, the front section, and then this section here will insert into this second tab, and then they separate and cause pressure to release the dent. Insert there, and we're going to use our impact wrench to get it to move quickly. Tightening it up at this point, sliding it into position. Okay, so as you can see, the black block is applying pressure to this tab, and then this is the other black block, I don't even know what they call it, is applying pressure to this tab. And then as you tighten this rod up, it separates the two and pushes them apart. And when they push apart, it pushes this tab towards this direction, and it pushes this tab, or pulls this tab towards this direction. We're going to tighten it up. Zoom in for you a little bit here so you can really see what's going on. See how it just popped the tension? And then as you notice here, when it did apply that tension, this back edge of this, I would say about 25% of this back edge here, dug into the panel. Instead of being parallel, it dug in and created a little bit of a dent here. So what I'm going to do next time is use the longer block, the longer tab, so that way it doesn't dig in so much. And Metal Medic has a tab that doesn't dig in. Check that out. I don't have that one, but it might be good to try out. Slow motion here. See that dent? It's made a little dent right here. And then boom, large portion of the dent removed right out the gate. Obviously you have this little low here we got to clean up, and then all we have left is this body line to get straight. It's the first thing I'm going to try to do is get this body line straight, and then get this dent out here, and then work this area last. So now we're just going to go ahead and remove the tabs, take it off the vehicle, clean it up, and see what we have. I'm not sure exactly how much I paid for this tab setup. I really don't even know, but we'll pull up the website in the video and show you what it is. What I use here is a socket, and that's it to twist it. It comes with a turning knob, but I don't really like that too much. Maybe if you're trying to finesse something, here's that turning knob I was telling you about. And what I like to do is heat the panel up. The reason why, because it makes the glue, it heats the glue up so it's not brittle. And when it's brittle, it just breaks apart in little tiny pieces. And you want it to be able to just pull it off in one piece. So just hit it with the torch a little bit, and that makes it to where it just peels right off. And when I use the slide hammer, I'm putting it right at the edge of the tab so it just peels the tab off. See how it just peels right off? You just warm that glue up a little bit, it just peels right off. Okay, so this is a shot of what it looks like. Push pause right there real quick. You can see the body line, it goes straight and then it kind of comes up and then straight out. It's just low here. We got to straighten that body line up. It's missing paint in this area and here. So I'm gonna take this plug out, and we're gonna use that as access to get to the back side of the dent. Boom, and you get plenty of access. You can get all the way down inside that quite easily. PDR Finesse Cherry Bomb or Cherry something. I picked up all 4 of them. There's a set you can buy, a 2-piece set, and then another 2-piece set, the double bend and the single bend. Just went ahead and picked up both of them. I really enjoy using these tools. Here's the other one. That's the single bend. The single bends are a little bit, I think they're 1/4 inch, and those are 3/16. And here's the cherry tips we're going to use. I like how they had that little groove. They those cherry tips stay on very nicely, much better than the R4 cherry tips that you get from Dentcraft. I don't know what they did to that groove, but it's perfect. And luckily that hole is just big enough for this cherry cap to fit in, which is beautiful. This just couldn't have asked for anything better, honestly. That is an ugly, ugly dent. What's challenging about this is high strength steel. That's what makes it difficult. You got the rock guard down this section of the panel, so it has a ton of orange peel because of that rock guard. StuckyToolsLight.com or Stucky.com. Let's go back and see what it was, the website. StuckyTools.com. Okay, that's where you can get that light. StuckyTools.com. I've had this exact light since 2017. almost 6 years now. Okay, pause it here so you can see. The body line, like I was saying, it goes straight and then it kind of comes up and comes out. So what I'm going to try to do is work this body line first and then work it downwards. And then we're going to get this section towards the end of the repair once all this is pretty flat. We got some lows here and then some crowning here and the crowns on the outside of the dent. Look at the texture though on this paint because of that rock guard. Heating the panel up. And I want to tell you something real quick. The bad thing about this high strength steel and heating the panel up, those cherry caps when they're new, they slip and slide all over the place. And what makes it, why that's so bad is when it slips, it creates these high snail trails is what they call it. And it just makes the repair more time consuming when it slides. That's the only bad thing about those cherry caps is when they're fresh, they slide when the panel's heated up. This was a challenge just because that high strength steel. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back and show you this real quick. Okay, so this right here is, and this piece right here, I bought it in a set from, it's called the Edge Jack. You can order it from the website. I got this from Black Plague PDR Tools or deadrattools.com. That's where I ordered it. And you got the short version and the long version. These work very well for getting this edge of the panel where it's a double seam and you can't get a tool on it. So we're going to work this low section of the door skin here. We're going to get that line out. Then we're going to get this little section here out as well, because everything above about 7 to 8 millimeters is open access, but below this is where the seam is, and you got to use that tool. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see what's going on because I can't get a good camera angle, but you'll see the after. And it's a powerful tool. It works very easily. Very little effort. So you can see I barely applied pressure and it got that little low up and it made a high spot. So we're just working from the side, doing everything we can. And this is what it looks like once the repair was complete. You can see right here the missing paint that was there. And it needs to be sanded with some 2000 or 1500 and some 2000 and then polished out and then work just a little bit more and then it'll be complete. You can see, I'm going to zoom in on it so you can see what I'm talking about. You can barely see it here, but got a better angle to show you. I mean, you got that rock art is really textured, so it's covering up a lot of the imperfection. But I'm going to get to a good angle and pause it so you can see. There we go, we zoomed in on it. I'm going to get a really good angle on it, but you could see that body line needs to be worked a little bit, right in there. Okay, so you can see the low right here. Still low here and high around it. And then right here it needs to be worked out just a little bit. So what I did was I left it like this. The reason why is the customer didn't want to pay for the full complete repair, which takes more time, a little bit more effort, and that's fine. He was fine. He was perfectly happy with this. The reason being it was heavily textured panel with the rock guard and the clear was really textured. So it was hardly noticeable to me, and it was easily noticeable to pick up on the camera when I zoomed in on it. But looking away from it without the camera, you don't notice it. So there was no sense in the customer spending the additional money to get this completely out, which is fine. Not everybody wants everything to be completely flawless, but if you want to, it takes probably another 30 minutes or so to polish this and pick it out and finesse the rest of the damage. But you could see it still needs a lot, about 30 to 40 minutes worth of work. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. But what we're going to do is go straight to the websites to show you, if you want to see this part, we're going to show you the tools we use. Let's do Kiko's website. Kiko tabs. Make more money with Loophole. Okay. We want to make more money. Yes. Loopholing. Let's do lateral tension puller. See if that comes up. Lateral. There it is. Boom. Okay, so it was $270. My bad. I didn't know what it cost. Okay. There it is. So you get the 2 long tabs and the 2 short tabs. You get the rod with the turning knob. That's pretty cool. See how that bows? That scares me a little bit. That's why I decided to go with the Metal Medic and the Porta Power edition for larger damage that requires more force. But I think it works great, obviously. See how he did the longer tab there and the shorter tab there? I should have done the longer tab on my, so I wouldn't have pushed it on that dent. Okay, cool. So that was that. Now let's go to Black Plague. Go straight to the website and let's go to accessories. Lifters and pullers, I'm sure it'll be, there it is right here. So it's called the Edge Jack Panel Edge Repair Tool Combo Set. And this window right here that you see is so you can see through it whenever you're doing the repair, which is pretty awesome design. And $113. Dang. I want to say I paid $150 or $175 if I recall, but I bought it like 7 or 8 years ago, something like that. So here's a little video. Let's just show you what I'm talking about.
What I do is I use a sharp
see how you can see through the dent on the edge right here?
Edge jack, and that gives a lot
that's so awesome
and insanely effective. And
it's very cool. They did a really good job on that. Okay, and then the next tool was PDR Finesse. Boom. Cherry. Whoa, still wait, get off that. Search. Come on, load up. Load up, buddy. Okay, get the cherry. So here it is. This is the T-handle cherry popper set of 2, $180. You get a new twist, T-shaped shipping options. Okay, tell me about the sizes, please. Give me something. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, great. Thanks for nothing there. So you get 2 links on the single bend, and then there's a double bend as well. Where the heck? There's the double bend. So you get a 21-inch long, 5/16 diameter double bend cherry popper welded handle. So just the one is $110. You can get a set. There's the other one, the 14-inch long, 1/4-inch diameter. Let's see the set. See if they got the set on here. Nope. Okay, you can get inline as well. You can get twisted handles, door tools. Okay. So yeah, that's where you get the PDR Finesse. They're about $180 for the set of the single bends, and it's approximately the same price for the double bend. I think that's it as far as the tools I use. Let me think. Oh yeah, Stucky tools. Let's do Stucky tools. Stucky. Boom, let's go straight to his website. Let's go to store. Not very user friendly there. Lighting. That's pretty interesting. Show me the. Did they get new? Oh, these must be new. I've never seen this stuff. Huh. Lights. Boom, 18-inch lights. There it is. So there's 18-inch is $490 for the light. Okay, and $425 for this version, $445. So it's different prices. So about $425. That's about what I paid for mine. Something like that. So the prices have stayed relatively the same. Good for them for having that. Okay, but that's all the tools in this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Later.